I'm telling you this. Now, I had an experience when I was in grade 3, and I can still remember it like it was yesterday. So this day, my math teacher came into the class, right? And he was about to begin his lesson, and then I used to sit in front, I think the second row. I remember the class. I really truly remember everything. And he walked to the class and he asked a question. And he asked me, he said 2 times 4, right? Which is 8, obviously. At the time, of course, I didn't even know the answer. And then he was so furious and told me to get out of the class and then go to grade 4. I was in grade 5, so I should go to grade 4. So I went to grade 4, and then he took me there and asked me to stand in front of the whole class and asked the entire class to teach me multiplication table. God, do you know how embarrassing that was? Oh my goodness. I can remember that like it was yesterday. I was so angry. I cried. And he stood there and made sure they said it, and I repeated after him after the class. Now you can imagine a grade 5 student going back to grade 4, and you're standing in front of the class, and then they are telling you that you recite 2 times table for you to repeat after them. You can imagine how I felt, right? Now, you see that incident, it made me hate my maths teacher. Till I left, I graduated in grade 6. If he's coming this way, I take the other way. If he's coming this way, I take the other. Do you know he knew that I hated him? He knew. Until I left the school, I never spoke to him till I left. Now, that did something in me, right? Now, what's my point? My point is, of course, he later tried to, before I graduated in grade 6, he later tried to, you know, make me his friend and all that, but I wasn't having it at all because he did something in me. And trust me, today I can recite 2 times, in fact, the entire multiplication table, and all, but the approach he did that was not right. I feel there were better ways he could have handled that. Now, as an administrator in his school, I've seen this play out a lot, and I kind of feel like a lot of teachers actually have issues. Some teachers, yes, they will have issues. And I think a trauma that is not handled in a teacher brings that to the class. And I think it's very wrong, right? So I think teachers should be careful the kind of words they say to learners and how they handle situations with the learners. I hope you learned something today, right? I hope you learned something. And I really want to say that teachers are trying. They're really trying. But